So there we have it. The Washington Commanders officially named quarterback Jayden Daniels as QB1. Not like it was any doubt that that was going to happen, but it's good to hear that it happened. So let's hear from QB1 right after the intro.
Off field, left. What I want?
Get back slow. I love the way she rock it. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's no beginner. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
Follow me on Twitch at ChewyIRL, as that's where I will be live streaming the games anytime the Washington Commanders play. I'll stream the game yesterday versus the New York Jets, and I know some people probably was like, Juan, where are you at? I'm over on Twitch. So go ahead and give me a follow. And then secondly, join the Discord server, as I finally got one up and running, and we already got a couple people in here. It's going to be a place where you can have fun and be your authentic self. Enjoy the rest of the video. Live on Twitch right now as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, so please join me over there right after this video. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, we're going to be reacting to the press conference of the new quarterback, Jayden Daniels. So not wasting any more of your time, let's go ahead and hear from the new QB1.
Talking to you guys, just go out there and just trying to execute a little tempo here and there, push the tempo, but go out there and just trusting myself, trusting my eyes.
And you mentioned this is something you wanted since you thought about since you were a kid. You know talked before about the sign above your bedroom door. I mean, to think about that it actually is happening. I mean, just how wild is it to really still have a long way to go to fulfill all your dreams, I'm sure, but to have gotten to that point.
It's a surreal moment. It's nothing but God. I want to be here in this position without him. So big ups to the man upstairs.
Knowing it's going to happen, and the fact that it does, still, it's when a coach, and he shared with us that in the quarterback room, after asking about the process and pregame and stuff like that, he said, "You're going to be the guy." When you hear those words, immediately what hits you?
Just joy and happiness to be able, like I said, to live out a dream that I dreamt about. But also, man, it's just I couldn't be here without anybody. Like, I couldn't do it on my own. Like, family, support system, the organization here, Mr. Harris and all of them for drafting me, and even the people in the quarterback room. I mean, shout out to Marcus for taking me under his wing and being a great mentor. Jeff Driscoll, man, they looking out for me and helping me out a lot.
And he also talked about the culture of this team. We've seen guys, beat up Tresway after a tackle. We saw you jump up and down at the end of the game when Trace McSorley, of all people, almost led a game-tying drive. What's, for you, that vibe of your teammates is what?
We enjoy being around each other. I mean, that's the camaraderie that we're building in the locker room. Be able to go out there and see each other have success and want success for each other. It's big in the locker room. It's a brotherhood that we love each other. We want the best for each other. We're going to push each other.
Jayden, first of all, congratulations. Coach Quinn just said you don't have to put on a cape. You don't have to be necessarily a big leader in that locker room. Has that been a challenging mentality for you to have, and how have you kind of earned the trust of your teammates without necessarily being a leader?
I mean, I just say I'm a rookie, so I got to come out here and prove it. What I did in college doesn't matter. There's guys that's been in this league that are proven. So for me, it's just knowing my role. They weren't looking at me because I got drafted where I got drafted to come here and be a leader. We got great veterans around. And like I said, even Marcus, for him be able to go out there and take me under his wing, help mold me to be prepared and stuff like that, giving me pointers after plays, or we might see this look, you might have to do this and stuff like that. So we got great veterans around.
I do want to say, I think what Dan Quinn is basically hinting at is you don't have to do it all. Remember last year, Sam Howell got into a rut, or I guess a negative thing about his game is after we got down, he felt like he needed to press and he needed to get it out of, get it all back in one play. And I think that was a reason for Eric Bieniemy's offense, having an effect on Sam Howell. Sam Howell and Eric Bieniemy, they were so pass heavy that it kind of put Sam into a predicament where it's like, okay, if we're going to be pass heavy, well, I'm going to look for the big play every single snap. And all DQ is telling JD is, you don't have to do that. Like, yeah, we'll be down some games. We'll be down 10, 14 points at times, but you don't have to get it all back in one play. Still play your game. Still be yourself. Still play like Jayden Daniels. And as far as the leadership goes, I think that comes over time. I don't think there's no quarterback in this league that's not a leader of their team and of their offense and of the locker room. I just think it's going to happen over time. Jayden is probably not that big of an outgoing person just yet, but as he win games, as he wins Rookie of the Year, possibly MVP, possibly, and he becomes that guy and establishes himself, then that's when he'll eventually take that leadership role. Because again, he's the quarterback. Quarterback is always going to be the leader of the team. And I kind of compare him to Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin wasn't that talkative leader kind of guy. He was more so quiet, mellow, shy. And after he proven himself and after he became that dude, got that second contract, that's when Terry became who we know is today as the leader, or as LTN, my man Louis T says, El Capitan.
You get named starting quarterback. Who was the first call, FaceTime, text message? Who'd you hit up right away?
Really nobody. I mean, I had meetings, so I couldn't do all that. But I'm pretty sure my phone is blowing up right now.
Jayden, good afternoon and congratulations to you.
Appreciate it.
Dan Quinn said that you were an amazing teammate. That's a paraphrase, not a direct quote, but high praise for you as a teammate so far in your rookie season. How much does it mean that what you're trying to do as a group is being noticed?
It means a lot. I mean, I want to be remembered for the person I am, not just what I did on the football field. So be able to be good and kind to my teammates, you know, show them that I care for them and I'm always here for them. It means a lot.
And then clearly, you know, there's also talk about Mike Sanders still being a very mature presence on the team, Luke McCaffrey and his professionalism, and kind of the conversations go on. How much does it mean for you guys as the younger group of commanders to come in here to have that presence to help build the team forward?
Yeah, I mean, we want to come in here. We just want to put our head down and go to work. We got to earn our role. We got to earn everything that comes. Nothing's going to be given to us just because we got drafted. There's guys that's been proven in this league, like I said before. And, you know, for us, it's like we're going to take that approach. Our whole class, man, we're just going out there. We're going to work. We don't really have too much to say. You know, we're just going to show it on the field.
Hey there, Jayden, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Can you share a bit of about what you're building with offensive coordinator, Coach Cliff Kingsbury?
I mean, kind of just a sample size of how he's calling plays throughout these preseason games. You know, we want to get the ball in our playmaking hand as fast as possible. You know, take the shots when it's there, and be very good in the run game. We want to be physical up front. I feel like that's what we're showing. It's just a little sample size, and we got to keep building on from that.
Hey, Jayden, the NFL is obviously such a demanding league, but at the same time, this is something you've waited for your entire life. So are you planning on taking the moment to really appreciate the significance of this, or is it more just like a let's get back to work thing?
No, I mean, you got to enjoy every moment possible because you never know when it could be your last. So you got to enjoy every moment. And then later on, I mean, tomorrow we'll be back to work. We got to get back to work. We got to focus on this last preseason game and go from there.
Did you pretend to act surprised when he told you?
Nah, for real.
Pretend. No, like I said, nothing's given in this world. So,
Good boy, JD. You already know you was quarterback one. Before he even announced it, before you even took a snap for this team, we knew you was QB1, bro. Like, you ain't got a lot of us, JD. You can act humble. I get it. I'm a humble guy. You can act humble, but we know you was the man prior to you even playing a snap.
Marcus is a great vet for me, and for not even for me, but for Sam Hartman also. Man, he looks out for us. Everybody in that room looks out for each other. So, you know, when they told me, I was really surprised. I didn't know what I was getting talked to about. I thought he was going to talk to me about my routine from this past game again. So, it was a surprise to me.
Is there any part of you where it is a relief just to get that out of the way and move on, just to, everybody knows. I mean, not that there was much doubt before, but just to hear it publicly, is that any sort of relief for you?
I mean, not really. It's like more excitement and joy. It wasn't like a relief, like, oh, okay, I'm going to still take the same approach every day to get better. and that's what we preach, especially in the quarterback room. We got to get better each and every day.
I hate to harp on the sliding thing, but I'm just curious, like mechanically, do you actually practice sliding? Have you ever practiced sliding?
Nah, I haven't.
And I wonder what is like.
So good. So good. He'll get media trained. He'll get media trained to answer certain questions like that, because for me, that's a trap. For me, that's easy for these journalists to go make articles. Oh, Jayden Daniels doesn't know how to slide. The last time Washington had a quarterback that didn't know how to slide was Robert Griffin III, and we seen how that ended. That's not clickbait, but that's giving them a caption, a title to draw up drama for no reason. But it's cool. He'll get media trained. He'll understand. Just say yeah. Just be like, you know what? I do know how to slide, but in the moment, I was too hyped up, and I just didn't do it. But now that you didn't say that, you're giving them firepower to draw up some drama. So be prepared for DC media to go ahead and try to draw up some crazy stuff about Jayden Daniels not knowing how to slide or not sliding at all. It's all good. It's an easy fix. Get him down there with the boys at the Washington Nationals. Get him down there with James Wood, Gilbert Ruiz, and all the fellas down there at Nats Park Navy Yard, and get him to learn how to slide. He'll learn.
Like the biggest or most important lesson that like Marcus has shared with you throughout this time? Like what do you find you taking from him?
Me and Marcus kind of got a similar story. I mean, we're blessed enough to win the Heisman, blessed enough to get drafted at the same spot. And, you know, coming in early, I know that he had a lot of expectations on him, especially coming out as a rookie and get drafted that high. And he kind of felt like he had to wear the cape, stuff like that. So he's just giving me his experience through this time through the league, his knowledge, and he's been instrumental in my development so far here. Without him, I wouldn't be in this position right now. So, I mean, I appreciate Mark as always.
Take 3 more. Obviously, being quarterback at LSU is a really big deal. Winning a Heisman Trophy is a really big deal, but this level just gets magnified that much more. You talked about your phone blowing up. In the last 48 hours or whatever, like Chad Ochocinco, Good Morning Football, they're all doing segments about you. Like, do you notice any of that? Have you allowed yourself to enjoy it a little bit?
I ain't really seen none of that. So, as a first of me hearing that, but I mean, it's social media. You see some stuff, you don't see things. I don't go looking for stuff, man. So, for me, it's like, you know, people could talk about me as much as they want, good and bad. All that matters is what's going on in that building, how I come every day to work, how my teammates view me, how my coaches view me, the people around. And how can we get better each and every day as a team?
And then Dan Quinn said something interesting about, like, players don't want to be BS. Do you feel that it was important for you to not be named starter and to prove that you're going to work just as hard, you're here to compete over these last few months?
100%. For me, it's like what DQ and them said early on, man, they got a plan. And, you know, they didn't want to go out there and, oh, hey, you're the starter. I didn't come here. I haven't earned anything. What I did in college was great. You know, now it's time for a new slate, clean slate. So coming in, I got to prove not only to myself, not only to the coaches, but to my teammates, you know, earn the respect of those guys, because some of those guys were drafted in the same position as me. They had to work for everything they had. For me to come in there, and if DQ and them were gonna preach competition, and you know you got to earn everything, man. They can't come in and just give me the job right away, so I have to go earn it.
We've only seen you in the offense for a few series in the preseason. What can we expect from the offense this year, and how surprised might we be about what you guys do when we enter week 1?
Man, I think we have the pieces to go out there and be a solid offense. I can't say what to expect, because you know it's different from game to game, and teams and schemes and stuff like that. So, I mean, you can expect just energy and effort from the guys going out there flying around, and we want to make plays, and that's what I feel like the guys can do.
Thanks, Jayden.
Thank you, guys.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, officially hearing from quarterback one, Jayden Daniels. It's always great to have good energy, right? And this is something that, although he himself says he's humble about, he didn't come here to do it, it boosts his confidence to know that they believe in him and that he is the guy. And I am excited. Cannot wait for this Tampa Bay game. We're just a little over 2.5 weeks away, and it's very, very exciting. So thank you all for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm literally live on Twitch as you're watching this video, so come join me over on Twitch, ChewyIRL_. Link is down below in the description and in the pinned comment. So I look forward to seeing you guys over there. Other than that, y'all have a blessed day. Be safe, be easy. Peace.